have it.
There you go. Yes, hello. Cool hat.
Thanks. So, I would just like to say, first of all, thank you for all the work that you are doing, because we desperately need science these days, and you're the only voice out there. A lot of people here.
Thank you.
And the
Thank you all
second
for
thing, the question I have is, if you had one piece of advice that you wanted to leave to people, what would that piece of advice be? Or what would you want to be remembered for in 200 years?
Yeah, I don't want to be remembered for anything. There's an ego in that I don't have, or rather I don't care about. I know it sounds like it's false modesty, but I think about this often. If I'm teaching you something, and you go out and say, this is true, and they say, why is it? Because Tyson said so, then I didn't really teach you anything. You're just repeating what I said. That's cult building. But if instead you said, this is true, and they say, why? Oh, because here's why, and this is the laws of physics, and this is what chemistry does, and here's biology, and there it is. Then you took ownership of that information. And as an educator, I succeed when that's what happens in your head. And I'm not even anywhere to be found in your recounting that information and delivering it. And so, I don't need a monument, I want to be ashamed to die if I didn't do something for others, okay? I take this to heart also if you do a favor for someone. So I'll do a favor back. I said, no, pass it forward. I'm not the subject here. You needed help, I gave you help. One day someone else will need help, and they'll need help that only you can provide. Do that. Because the moment you return the favor, it stops that river of good that could still be flowing within society. But you turned it back around and made it a closed loop. So no, I don't need or want to be remembered for anything. I was a rod in the earth. Rod is such an ugly word. I will give my body unto the flora and fauna, such as what I have taken from this earth my entire life. In the circle. This is my phone again. Sorry, I'm going to turn it off. This is my wife that should probably answer. Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Stop being curious. The day you stop being curious, you ossify in your state of knowledge of that moment. And as the world changes in front of your eyes, in plain sight, you clutch to what was once true, or what you once valued, or how you thought the world should be, when the world is becoming something different. And if you remain curious, you will explore those differences. You will explore the advances in understanding of each other, of the world, and you will continue to grow. So that, echoing what I said earlier, as you get older, you will have wisdom to show for it, and nothing. That's the advice I would give. You become a lifelong learner. Think about it. People come down the steps last day of school, be it just before summer or the actual last day of school. I'm stereotyping here, but you know what I mean. Some kids will throw their boots in the air. I'm caricaturing. School's out. They're joyous that they no longer have to learn. That is a travesty of the educational system. I'm not blaming the kids, I'm blaming the education system. What are you doing in that classroom with your kids that they can't wait until the end of the period? They can't wait until the end of the school day. They can't wait until summer vacation. They can't wait until school's over. There's even a rock anthem on this subject. By whom?
Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. How come this half knew and that half didn't?
Because we have a cool hat.
Alice Cooper. School's out for the summer. School's out forever. So, those people will not remain curious, who feel that way, and they'll want forevermore the future of their country and the world to be just the way it was when they graduated. There is. I want to take one last question. I think I caught. By the way, I said quickly ask